are getting some more breaking news. This is coming in from the national capital, and this is to do with the blast that was reported in Prashant Vihar area of Delhi. Now, CCTV visuals have emerged from near the blast site, and we can see a loud sound that was heard, after which there were alarms of a vehicle that went off. This is the new CCTV footage that has now emerged very close to the blast site in Prashant Vihar area. My colleague Anshul has more details. Anshul, anything that the authorities are now saying after this fresh visual has emerged?
Well, what sources have confirmed to us at this point in time is that there were no splinters that have been found in that bomb. So somewhere or the other, the intention, if at all it was done intentionally, the intention was actually not to hurt people, because there are no splinters that have been found in the said blast that has happened. Post that, what sources are telling us, there is a white powder that can be seen on the ground at the exact location where the blast happened, which is exactly similar to what happened in Rohini on the 14th of October. So definitely somewhere or the other, these incidents prima facie seems to be connected, because probably the same kind of chemicals have been used. The confirmation on the usage of what kind of chemicals were there will come once the FSL report comes to the fore. At this point in time,
we are showing that visual once again. That's a huge explosion, and we can make that out through that loud sound that can be heard as that alarm of the vehicle was triggered after that explosion really took place. Anshul, from this CCTV image, it certainly doesn't look like a low-intensity blast, and I'm talking primarily on the sound that we are managing to hear from this visual.
Well, definitely this was not a low-intensity blast, but luckily there has been no major injuries that have been reported in this entire incident. One person is said to be injured in this entire matter, who has a small injury on his eye, and apart from this, there have been no other injuries that have been reported in this entire matter. And also, as I mentioned, that the FSL teams have been able to come to this conclusion that there were no splinters that were present over there. So definitely somewhere or the other, the police will have to now figure out as to from where these chemicals are being brought and how these blasts are happening, because just very close to this area in Prashant Vihar, in the Rohini district, a similar blast had happened, which probably had used a similar kind of chemicals. Sulfur was one of the chemicals that was used over there, and the white powder that has been recovered could very well be sulfur as well. So definitely there could be some sort of a connection, and this is what the police is suspecting, and hence the investigation that has been started by the Delhi Police Special Cell and the Delhi Police as well. Both of them are trying to join these dots. If at all, in both these cases, the chemical that was used was similar, and if the modus operandi that has happened over here is similar to that of Rohini as well, because several parallels have already been drawn, but a clear picture would only come out once the FSL report is out on record. Apart from this, the CCTV footages from in and around the area have been recovered by the Delhi Police. Those areas are now being checked minute by minute to figure out as to how did this explosive thing was placed over there, who had actually placed this over there. All this is being looked into at this point in time, but definitely the similarities between the incident that happened in Rohini and now this incident that has happened in Prashant Vihar, definitely there are a lot of similarities, there are a lot of parallels being drawn. So yes, it remains to be seen what will eventually come out, and if at all after this.
So Anshul, is it essentially? All right, we'll leave it at that. Anshul, thank you so much for all of that information. A fresh CCTV visual now emerging from Prashant Vihar area, where this blast really was reported out of early this day.